Hakimi to Bele.
Nnyo abasambi baffe okusokera ddala bakakkamu bulungi nnyo.
Kye twasuubidde yesu to disappointing
First half.
nange bwe ntyo
Mpira ogabe kya first half.
andi sitaja kino
First half.
musamba tusambira ddala ssebo
Tukubye naye hard luck. Abagizi basono mwenena gye muli.
alali magic wano
Dembi. Chendoza we were just unlucky omanyi wogena.
However, like my colleague said, as long as it goes to the shootout.
Kasaffe tuli banyankole. We are the defending champions.
nakunoonya nga sikulaba ate nekebo wagisigaza. Namuteka ku YouTube. Nateka ku YouTube. Abisinga nina naye si byonna. Naye nakunoonya nga nekebo yange. Ne bagenda.
Aina microphone, leta microphone. Sandra, jambu sexy mama. Make some noise for the MC of the night, Sandra. Vijay Junior, Chemani Wakubuli, the table where artists. Olino mkuru ye, we chula. Vichechili. So kwa masu diye, asubiri.
Yes, mukasera katumela kuwa tuolekele chakule seko na waliro.
So that is what PSG, that is what the problems that they pose, and then at the back just solid as ever. Mendes has the ability to go up and down, but also more defensively sound, so they attack from time to time. You'll just see that they will remain on three at the back.
I think what Stanton has mentioned, the wingbacks will have a thorough time here tonight with not just having to deal with the likes of Duran and Kavasqueda, but also with Mendes and Hakimi going forward. So they've got to be, the communication and everything needs to be on top form. The two central defenders need to know exactly when to step in, like Stig has mentioned, when not to, but also not that distance between them get too big, because those are the lines that the front three wants to exploit. But the best thing that I think Asamoah has mentioned is the most underrated player in that PSG team is Vitinha. And nobody speaks about him, but he's the one that orchestrates everything from that midfield. And the fact that you mentioned as well, he got 6 goals, coming from deep into that 18 area, and he's going to be critical for them today.
Certainly it will be. The last 11 teams to score first in the UEFA Champions League final have gone on to win said UEFA Champions League. So on that note, let's get your predictions. Not sure who's winning, just one way.
It's a scoreline that probably look acceptable. I think I'm going to go 1-0.
1-0 Arsenal. Arsenal?
It was a deliberate expected Arsenal. I have to say PSG, but I did something Arsenal.
Okay, you've got 2 Arsenal. What?
Yeah, it was in Arsenal by myself.
Oh, okay, there it is. PSG. Just to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, across African continent, we've got 3 within Arsenal are primed for the title. One that is PSG going to defend what is theirs. We're going to go now and join the official opening ceremony headlined by Phyllis, which you'll be hearing from Peter Drury as well as the ALOT.
Enjoy. Paris awakes to the sounds of tennis. But this is tennis at its most intense.
Arnold. We have the Arsenal fan. Recognize the presence of Kasku, Ambassador. Jua, Omukuru Tambi, thank you for coming. DJ Junior, everybody kuja. Haji Yasimu Wakilase from Uganda, thank you for turning up. Now basi na recha urongo na everybody kuja. Katulile kunduru ya timu ya Arsenal. Arsenal! Arsenal! DJ Guatam, Indaku. Arsenal! Paris Saint-Germain! Paris Saint-Germain! PSV!
This time a year ago. Otherwise, they are entirely familiar to the continent and to the world. The atmosphere is extraordinary. The moment is upon us. I see on my way, dude! Behind the sun. Swept away by Hakimi, and Safanov has stayed down, and the referee has stopped the game.
Yeah, brave goalkeeping. Really important goalkeeping. But he has taken a blow here. It starts from Miles Lewis Skelly, the youngster, really brave. The ball ends up with Saka, obviously. It's a really good cross. It's actually his own captain that makes contact. There, the knee to the head. Safanov can understand why there's a painful one.
That's the goalkeeper out of the shadows, of course, on behalf of Luis Enrique of Donnarumma. And out of the shadows of Chevalier. Began the season. There he is. Goalkeeper. Champions League games, that was on match day 1 against Atalanta when he had hold of the first team gloves, which have long since been inherited by the pro-Russian. And of course we're at an age now where quite rightly concussion protocols must be strictly adhered to.
Absolutely. As I said, it's really brave from the goalkeeper. But instantly you can see the contact occurs and he stays down, he's hurt. Get him up, but it's clearly looking around. Can he get on with it?
Only now the support. It's a dilemma that for PSG, whether to keep on attacking. And Saka took a nibble from Mendes. Free kick Arsenal.
Yeah, he's having a good couple of minutes, Nuno Mendes. He's a brilliant player, but that is just a silly challenge to make. Saka waiting for it. Not very subtle. And a set piece conceded in a dangerous area.
shot in Budapest on. In by Rice. Over. From Gabriel. This is feeling the bumps and bruises. Gabriel launches himself. Ends up landing on Fabian Ruiz. Incapié. Launched over by Touré. Taken up here by Vitinha. Wide of him is Dembele. Ousmane Dembele, terrific off Gabriel. Here went Saliba. Out goes Trossard. Marquinhos couldn't keep it. And Trossard did. So his pocket was picked by Touré. That matters, as it was in Porto 5 years ago, and there might have been a second moment. Yeah, just should be doing better. Look, credit Marquinhos, but the movement to get him in that position was exceptional. Those are the fine margins, you know. Can you make it 2-0? Then you really would back yourself when you have Arsenal's defensive strength. Everything they can to ensure that this is the last play of the first half. To the extent that they're enabled to delay this throw, they have and they will, before Declan Rice flexes his muscles to go long. Towards the near post. Scarers competing too. Havertz was in there. Behind by Pacho. If time is allowed. Yeah. Rightly so. They need to get on with it. Clock is ticking. Sent without too much urgency. And they didn't get on with it. And it has cost them the chance from that corner. It is half time, but that aside, well, Saka shrugs. That aside, as Ziva makes his point, this is just how Arsenal would have dreamt it. They snatched an early lead. Kai Havertz, the man who stopped with precision and force.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
How was the first half?
First half,
How long is the Barcelona?
quite intense and
How long
also
is the Barcelona?
challenging.
How long
Arsenal is challenging because the possession owned by PSG. You feel like the chances I think they are more
big up on yourself.
blessed in this game. I feel like
Big up on yourself.
or
Big up on yourself.
or like 2-1
Best man, Saba.
according to how I see it.
Roberto.
Eh?
First half ogira byota.
Suulira.
First half ogira byota.
First half kuwadde kusiro. Just kyetwasuubidde PSG to disappoint nze. Tubadde tulowooza agenda kuba 5 first half. Akasajja kalina motivation kawangula ekikopo kya Premier. Atayinza malaga kajjako kino. Omupiira guyinza okuggwa 2-2. Bayinza n'okugenda mu bunnya nze nkubuulira. Welita tukulabe. Kugenda kuggwa 2-2 bagenda mu bunnya. Naye kino ekikopo Arsenal egenda kitwala. Teeka waaga Arsenal egenda twala Champions League olunaku olwaleero. Nze mpagira maanyi. Naye mbadde nina okujja okuwagira Arsenal. Tuwagira Arsenal olw'ensonga Arsenal buli wetwala ebikopo. Bizinesi zitambula. Mani bwetwala ebikopo bizinesi zitambula. Kati ezo PSG Man City ne bazitambula tebakwata. So Arsenal lero bwewangula wene tukyakala amasejjere paka ku makya. Kyakabe muganda wange.
First half ogira byota.
Sorry?
First half ogira byota.
First half? abasambidde ddala bulungi nnyo abasambi baffe okusookera ddala bakakkamu bulungi nnyo kati PSG eri ku pressure naye ng'akaliro bagenda kawulira omupiira batannakumanya guli meka omupiira guli ebuziro Arsenal yekyaliidinze but just ekyafevarinze PSG naye sandibadde nga goolo 3 so far.
Andisere kino first half kasita first half ewedde ya first half so far mpulira bulungi kubanga havers abikoze ate ne ttiimu ya Katonda eraze amaanyi gaayo era ndi muzisale mule munine mu second half nga ewedde wendi teri kuvaawo paka nga MC agambye mwishe ewedde wetuli.
Nange bwentyo
omupiira ogulabe kya first half
omupiira Arsenal eri mu bikola era tuli tiimu ready kiba kitegeeza tiimu Arsenal eri mu kukola ebyo byennyini bye tugyagalamu eteeba ate ekola defense PSG defense ya Arsenal egiremye ate nga kugenda kuggwa nga Arsenal guwangudde tutwale ekikopo
abayizi b'amaanyi abadde bazze okusunga
abasunzi bafune ku mitima egyagaliza ekibasibye mu mbeera eyo kuba nakasajja ku mutima era ekyo kigenda basigaza nga bali bubi babeere nga tebakulaakulana babeere nga bafa nga bakaaba.
That decision, desperately defended. He's in trouble, desperately trying to get back, retrieve the situation. At the moment, Vitinha has possession of the football, but we know it is in vogue these days for one player to protect it and defend the long line. It doesn't necessarily mean he'll be taking it. He scored one against Uganda, Vicario and Tottenham in November. On save by Monaco in the playoff round. And it is no surprise he is
Thank you so much. Right, thank you for coming. One Kasukuru. Thank you for coming. I want DJ Junior. Okay, I'm there with you now. One postman, Alman. Thank you so much for coming.
Since 1971, when Ajax represented Amsterdam and Panathinaikos Athens. Of course, the lands and Manchester and units don't count. So Leandro Trossard is stolen away by Vitinha. Into the Doué. And did he put that in? Brilliant post. Nudged on and nudged away nervously by Neves to Saliba. Madueke. In full for Barker to stretch his legs for the first time. And he is really rapid back in Barker. What a reach by Raya. That is goalkeeping of the very elite echelon. Not over yet though. Martinelli to break the other way. Picked up by Marquinhos. Vitinha. Really is. PSG are going to go through on there. Battering round centre forward in Ramos.
Physical aspect is starting to show. You can see they've just slowed down a little bit. Feeling it. It's been a long, hard season.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's two-edged cross. He'll get another go. He's going to reload. Going to try and make it stick. That's for Nacho. Marquinhos. Ruiz. Hakimi. Slipping away, Hakimi. Next goal wins if there is one. Mendes. Dewey. Marquinhos. Boy, these moments are tense. Hakimi. Ruiz. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Fabio Ruiz. Timber from the front of Barca. And now Madueke. And then Havertz. Taken down. And Neves has his name taken. It's a very worthwhile yellow card. Defense. Something good was developing. Long wide to Madueke. You're in Timber. Saliba. Cleared by Marquinhos. Rice was first there again but didn't take it. And Dewey has free Barca. And this is a clear own goal. And this is the moment. And Arsenal dream again. Yeah. Again. Wanting to be a bit there's a threat. It's pace. Incredible pace. But he's not really composed. Okay.
obupiira tukusi mubiri tuli musamba tusambira ddala ssebo tuli mu kusamba ssebo era ekikopo tugenda kitwala ssebo
kugenda mu bunnya
obunnya oba bunnya oba ki tugenda twala ekikopo kyaffe tukizaayo ku Emirates ssebo
eyanza ako Julio kyekitambula omupiira ogulabye otya sofa
nze ndi muyekera sofa tukoze bulungi
kyajjako abasajja ku kisaawe
anko kyekitambula omupiira ogulabye otya sofa omupiira ogulabye otya sofa
guli 50-50 lwakuba ekyukakyuka omukulu zakoze essaawa zino okujja sikeni ku kisaawe ndabita zubimenti talina saka ku kisaawe ndabanga agenda okutukira wano mu extras ndaba asono bagenda gikutwamu extras ndaba
Gabriel. Okay. Concern for Mendes. He's looking to look away from Mendes. He lets on him. And the referee is calling together. That may be worth
worthy of further inspection.
Yeah, it felt like Madueke was ahead of Mendes.
Vitinha, Hakimi, Doué, Zaire Emery. Marquinhos, Vitinha, Hakimi, Vitinha, by Subimendi. Hakimi has it back. Zaire Emery, Doué. Anywhere we do to Gabriel.
The Arsenal bench down below, still with their arms in the air. The players, the bench, the referee waving no. It's a big call. Dangerous challenge by Mendes. Protests taken too far.
By Declan Rice in particular. He's not the only one. Mikel Arteta also shown yellow. And as quietly as they can manage, Arsenal are asking perhaps just why it wasn't looked at again.
It's a 50-50 for me. Sometimes you see them given, sometimes not. Obviously, if you're Arsenal, you want it, but if it were in the other friendly area against one of your defenders, you wouldn't, and that's the way it is.
And it is the job of VAR not to intervene unless, folks, and we're all well attuned to these words, it is clear and obvious. Now, this is a problem for Arsenal. If Nketiah is injured, as we understand it, they can't replace him.
And you saw there Gabriel calling for a substitute without realising they've used them all. There's a long way still to go yet. I do think if you're a referee in this situation, you have to be absolutely certain to be given a penalty.
And you suspect, do you, that had he given it, it wouldn't have been turned over either?
I doubt it, very much so.
Thank you for closing the first page. And now the burden is on his shoulders. Declan Rice levels it up. A player you just never doubt.
That's what I'm talking about. It's hard and it's low. It's a difficult place for a goalkeeper to get down. I'm not sure it's actually right in the corner, but because it's so hard and it's so low, Seferov gets nowhere near it. Look, not right in the corner, but hard and low.
wins the day. And it is 2 each after 3 each. And it is Hakimi. Fit in time for this final, in time for this moment. And he's thumped it in. 2 excellent penalties back to back. The players wearing the armband, taking responsibility after teammates have missed big moments. He's come up trumps there, Hakimi. For Arsenal, Gabriel Martinelli is required to match it. Living every moment, breathing every breath. Feeling every ounce of pressure. Martinelli, there's no better penalty than that penalty. And when you get to the stage where as a player you've got to make a decision, and he decided he was going to really hit this hard, hope that pace did its job. Not only did pace do its job, accuracy as well to boot. To be fair, no goalkeeper in the world saving that. And we are in effect now at the point of sudden death. The 5th penalty for Paris Saint-Germain to be taken by the substitute Beraldo. At the point on the day where you dare not fail. Beraldo does not fail. And he heaps the pressure now on Arsenal. Well, I don't want to be too critical of the goalkeeper, but when we see the replay, watch how early David Raya moves. So early. Look at this, he's on his way there, and that just leaves the whole goal. And to be fair, he's still got to be composed enough to find it, and Beraldo certainly was. Arsenal cannot miss. This is match point. The big, broad Brazilian shoulders of their vast centre-half, Gabriel. A lion for Arsenal the season long. Often impassable, seemingly unbreakable. Has he the poise?
essaawa zino zennyini omuganda yagambye mpa emitwalo 5 njagala nseedulira akakasa nti ttiimu ye yamulindamu olukwe
Shalom. Akasembayo.
Temuli wangula. Temuli fa. Temuli wangula. Paka temuli fa. Baba muzana ndio. Temu wako ba wakizi base no. Ako basuku. Sekiro mwa. Abakizi base.
Ona yeye season beta. Atwali wa bagenda okuba mu tennis mu
All right. Alad magic wano. Abekujo guwede. Guwede mwemu ne kugwera mu penalties. Batukubye mu penalties. Naye omwagizi wa Arsenal yeyo ngugamba ekintu kimu. Abasinga mu yaji abambalos. Need to be honest. This is a win for you Arsenal fans. Eno season owangudde kikopo. The only person that can stand against you to troll you nga wagira tiimu y'Ebungereza ye muwagizi wa Man City eka. Abasigale they should shut up. You are champions. You are English champions. That is enough.
Yeah, omupiira bwekuto okufananyemu gwerigogwedde mu bunya. Omupiira ogulabye otya sofa obunyaawo selection.
Selection teyabadde mbi. Selection teyabadde mbi. Kyendowooza we were just unlucky. Omanyi wogenda kubunya. You cannot predict anything. Kubunya, even your very best can easily make a mistake. So bunya, we cannot blame anyone. Naye tetusambye bubi. Era nchiwa. Next time we shall come back even stronger. Ojukira last time twagenda ku semi-finals. We were eliminated. And then this time round we have come up to the finals. So, hey, we shall go step by step. Yeah.
Yes, sir. No, it was a very tough game, but I think we played very well. However, like my colleague said, as long as it goes to the shootouts, it becomes difficult. But I know for sure that next season, because Ateta keeps improving the team every season, I'm 100% that in the next season, we'll win the Champions League.
One word for the Arsenal fans right now.
Keep moving, keep pushing. Next season we go again.
It's full time.
Full time. Omupiira tumaze okuba nga tugujjayo. Ngera kyabadde kirina okuba of course. Tuli basanyufu nnyo. Essanyu lyempulira simanyi na kumanya nze. Mpulira kati abawagizi bamanyi buli gwensaya ngenda mwokya. Kuba essanyu lyennina simanyi na kumanya. Kyekyo baba. Akagamba akasembayo babadde batubanja mbwe emyaka 13 batubanja ekikopo naffe emyaka 140 tubabanja ekikopo ekya Champions League tebalina Champions League.
Omupiira gwo batukubye naye hard luck. Abawagizi ba Arsenal mwenayona gye muli eyo. Just know next season we are coming back stronger. Toward against 20 Premier League teams. Naye season ejja tukuba tukomawo nga tukuba buli kimu nze nkubulira ate season ejja tuli ku final banaye tumaze emyaka 22 nga tulina Premier League. Alhamdulillah Premier League tumuyina kati Champions League badde bonus sagala munyiige nnyo Katonda badde atuddiza n'ekiganye. The strong team wins always. Yeah. Hard luck.
Katonda tagera kibi.
Anko jebareko. Mpira ogulabye otya?
Gubadde muzibu ssebo tetuwangudde. Tewali ssanyu. Mposi mu mupiira mubeeramu awangula n'awangulwa. Kibadde kibi ku saidi ya Arsenal tesobodde kuwangula. Kitegeeza nti asiizizza amaanyi yakoze eki yawangudde. Tewali kyakukola. Tugende twetereeze ate sizoni ejja tukomewo n'amaanyi. Tulina essuubi mu ttiimu yaffe, saagala abawagizi baggwemu amaanyi. Ttiimu yaffe eri strong. Tujja kuwangula ebikopo n'ebisingako ku ebyo.
Agamba Kasemera abagizi ba Arsenal right now embeera yonna mu nsi yonna right now.
Abawagizi ba Arsenal bagamba nti twagale ttiimu yaffe eyo gye twalondawo tugyagale na mutima gumu tuve ku bigambo byabo ab'effitina abatatwagaliza. Twagale ttiimu yaffe egenda kutuwa essanyu. Olwadde yatuwaddeko essanyu kino kiganye naye tugenda kufuna essanyu erisingako.
I'm not okay. Yeah.
Tell us.
Yes, I'm not okay. I've lost it. I need a hand. How are you anyways? Bana yemube bagumu customer news yet kubye. Yeah. Next time better. Yes.
Thank you.
Naye ani akoze ekintu ekyo kubanga n'abakakiiko bennyini tebakitegedde.
Kumumanya kikulu kasita tuli banyankole naye nga ebintu
Arsenal byonna ebikoze emizindaalo cameras ebisawo Arsenal next season byonna biri ku
camera store new Pioneer Mall shop
naye tekibayisaawo
tukirina
Premier yaffe tugina. We are the defenders 2026 Champions League.
Ate oguddako
abakitwala twabagaliza tetwagala twale ebikoko bino.
Kasa tuli banyankole katugende tuwebake
kisanja akuna mukyezi